Yo, what's good? You're listening to Everyday Superpower, where we talk body language, non-verbal communication, communication as a general, game, relationships, and everything in between, alright? So, should be quite a brief one, this one. I'm just going to speak on this. And it applies both ways, so don't be distraught by the title, women. It says, how you find her is how you leave her. Now, that might not actually be the title, who knows, but that's what we're going to speak on, alright? How you start the relationship is how the relationship is going to end, if unfortunately it does come to an end. First and foremost, I want to talk on this one, which you may have seen manifested within your social circle, if not in your life personally. Cheating. If a woman cheats, or if a man cheats, and then later on down the line initiates a relationship with those whom they have cheated with, that's going to happen there on thereafter. They're going to cheat on you. You're going to cheat on them, dependent on what the case was prior. It will mirror itself. It will bookend itself. Start and finish of the relationship. Okay? Another perspective, party girls, party guys. You meet someone at a club, you get along. Later on down the line, you're not going to be changing who they are within reason. How it starts is how it finishes. You may start to feel uncomfortable with their partying, given they are now in a relationship, but that's the individual you got in a relationship with. Not only that, but intoxicated is how they met you. Intoxicated is how they're going to meet someone else. Intoxicated is how they are going to deteriorate your relationship. How it started is how it will finish. Is the individual surrounded in a magnet of drama at the start of the relationship? That drama will be the downfall of the relationship. Now, this one is surprisingly tricky at times, as women being as chaotic as they are relative to the man. And I hope if you're a man listening to this, you're not dramatic, you're not surrounding yourself with that sort of energy, unless it benefits you. Which for the most part, I'm sure it doesn't. It's very easy to disguise it as just for day to day. It's very easy to not observe the circumstance that surrounds an individual until it's too late and you've made it serious. And now past relationships, family issues, and etc. start coming out of the woodwork. Now you know the deeper recesses of this person. But we're speaking the start. If the person is surrounded by drama, that may quite possibly be the way the relationship ends. Pay attention. If you are in a relationship now, pay attention to how it started and make sense of it. Alright? Speech. What were their pet names for you when you first got into a relationship, when you first started flirting, when you started courting with someone? What particular words and phrases did they call you weird as a means of saying you have peculiar characteristics, you're edgy, you're someone I'm interested in? Weird doesn't always have to be a bad thing. What about later on down the line when they start referring to somebody else as weird? You need to pick up on that. Oh, I don't like him, he's weird. Wait a minute, but I was at the start of the relationship years ago. Don't ignore it. Okay? The person you were with is the person you will leave. Don't get in a relationship and start trying to make changes. You need to develop momentum together and sacrifices will be made. But you can't expect them to be made if that wasn't in the characteristic and behavior set of this individual when you initially got into their relationship. In particular, when it comes to the cheating, that's one I've seen reoccur so many times in my life. And naive men are blinded by the uniform, the outfit, the theatric of the woman as to where they allow it to slide when it starts to rear its head that there is a potential that she is going to cheat and she is actually cheating. No, she wouldn't do that. No, she told me that that's just her gay friend. Oh, no. She said they jumped on her. It was sexual, misconduct and so on and so forth. Which we have to take that very seriously, right? I'm not disagreeing with that. But some things do have to be questioned, and considering you got into a relationship with this individual via them having a partner and going behind their backs and speaking to you, we have to apply our logical brain and rid ourselves of the emotion and the closeness that we now have. When we get so close to people, we stop seeing the full picture as we see the minute detail. We think we know someone better, but the reality is we may actually see somebody less than the person you just see on the street for the very first time, because then you are observing and your brain and survival mechanisms are being put to good use by looking at the big picture as opposed to falling in comfort with what we believe we know. How you found her, given she was in a relationship, how did it end with her partner? Observe that. What happened? Did she was she blamed for a bad decision? Was she blamed by her partner? Is she the victim? Observe the action and the behavior and understand what has literally happened, as there are two truths and one reality. The two truths stem from either party. How did it end with her or his last relationship? What happened? Did that person's drug addiction get in the way of the communications they were having? Did it end violently? Do you think they've stopped? Do you think that wiring within them that stems from their childhood and how their parents treat them and the development of their neocortex, whatever, do you believe that they've just switched it off for the sake of you? No, it works beyond and under their conscious awareness, outside of what they experience within their own mind. Pay attention to the characteristics, it's pattern recognition, and it's understanding. If a person does something once, they will do it again. If they can do it once, they can do it again. If they do it once, they will do it again. Just take that as a granted and take the risk you want to take. Sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not, as long as you understand. And with that note, I'm signing out.